crowd fades into silence. The cage glows under the blinding lights. You can almost hear the heartbeat of every fan in the arena waiting for that one sound that defines MMA: impact. It's the sound that turns champions into legends and legends into myths. A shin against bone, a knee against destiny. And for the next 20 minutes, we dive deep into those moments. The ones that made us jump out of our seats, rewind 1,000 times, and whisper, "Did she really just do that?" These are the moments when women stopped being underestimated and started redefining violence. From head kicks that shattered dynasties to knees that silenced arenas. These are the knockouts that rewrote MMA history. So tighten your gloves, keep your hands up, because these are the coldest, most cinematic knockouts in women's MMA history. Holly Holm shocks the world, the kick that broke an empire. Melbourne, Australia, November 14th, 2015. Ronda Rousey, the undefeated queen, the face of the sport, walks to the cage with the confidence of a goddess. On the other side, Holly Holm, calm, focused, silent. From the opening seconds, Holm wasn't intimidated. She wasn't even breathing heavy. She was calculating. Ronda chased. Holm countered. Each step, each jab, each circle around the cage built a rhythm that only Holm understood. Then came round two. Holm feinted left, pivoted, and launched a left head kick that echoed through the world. Ronda fell face first, motionless. The crowd exploded. The commentary lost its mind. That wasn't just a win, it was a revolution. That kick ended one era and began another. It told every woman watching, you can break empires with precision. Amanda Nunes versus Cris Cyborg, 51 Seconds of Fire. Las Vegas, December 29th, 2018. Two of the most feared women in the sport. One cage, no room for fear. Cris Cyborg, the Brazilian Terminator, had been unbeaten for over a decade. But Amanda Nunes? She didn't blink. She smiled. The bell rang, and Nunes went nuclear. Right hand, left hook, another right. Cyborg's defense cracked, her legs buckled, and then, boom, another overhand right. 51 seconds later, it was over. The Lioness had conquered the unconquerable. The crowd roared as Nunes held two belts above her head. The first woman to ever do it. That wasn't a fight, that was a statement. Amanda Nunes didn't just dethrone a champion, she erased a myth. Valentina Shevchenko's Art of Destruction. Chicago, June 8th, 2019. Jessica I walked in confident. She'd never faced anyone like Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko. Round one was a lesson in anatomy. Body kicks, feints, footwork. Shevchenko made every strike look like geometry in motion. Then, in round two, she disguised a low kick, twisted her hips, and unleashed a high kick so fast that I didn't even see it coming. Her body stiffened before it hit the canvas. The crowd gasped, then fell silent. That wasn't just a knockout. That was a painting in motion. Shevchenko didn't just win fights. She composed symphonies of destruction. Jessica Andrade's earth-shaking slam on Rose Namajunas. Rio de Janeiro, May 11th, 2019. The champion, Rose Namajunas, was on fire. Her striking, her movement, flawless. But Jessica Andrade didn't care about finesse. She brought chaos. Rose danced, jabbed, countered, until Andrade closed the distance, picked her up like a barbell, and slammed her through the mat. The sound was primal. The crowd screamed. That slam became an instant classic, the kind of finish you show to someone when they ask, "What is MMA?" Because it wasn't technique. It was pure power, pure will. And in that moment, the belt changed hands, and the entire world felt the thud. Zhang Weili's 42-second revolution. Shenzhen, China, August 31st, 2019. Home soil, sold-out arena. Jessica Andrade, the wrecking ball, versus a rising storm named Zhang Weili. From the bell, Weili unleashed a barrage of strikes that looked like something out of a video game. Elbows, knees, precision footwork. Andrade had no answer. 42 seconds later, she was on the canvas, the referee diving in. Zhang Weili became China's first UFC champion, and the arena erupted like a volcano. A new queen had risen, and she didn't need 5 rounds to prove it. Rose Namajunas redemption. The kick that avenged a legend. Jacksonville, Florida, April 24th, 2021. They said Rose couldn't do it again. They said Zhang was too powerful, too unstoppable. But Thug Rose smiled, because that's what she does before she breaks history. She feinted, shifted, and launched a high kick so fast it was invisible to the naked eye. Zhang dropped instantly. The crowd lost its mind. Rose fell to her knees, whispering through tears, "I'm the best." That moment wasn't about victory. It was about rebirth. The slam that once broke her became the fire that forged her. Molly McCann's spinning elbow from another planet. London, March 19, 2022. Chants echoing, flags waving, energy pulsing. Molly "Meatball" McCann had been through 2 tough rounds, but the story wasn't over yet. Midway through round 3, McCann spun. A perfect elbow connected with Luana Carolina's jaw. Time froze. Then Carolina crumbled to the canvas. McCann roared, leapt onto the cage, and the crowd detonated. That spinning elbow became the highlight of 2022. Raw, emotional, unforgettable. Proof that when you fight for your country, every strike carries thunder. Irene Aldana's upkick from the Shadow Realm. Las Vegas, September 10, 2022. Macy Chiasson had Irene Aldana on her back. Safe position, or so she thought. Aldana shifted, aimed, and fired a heel straight into Chiasson's liver. It was instant shutdown. Chiasson collapsed, gasping, unable to move. The crowd went from noise to silence to disbelief. That upkick wasn't lucky, it was perfect. A reminder that in MMA, even when you're down, you're never out. Sabina Mazo's head kick from hell. 2 fights, 2 victims, 1 weapon. The left high kick from the depths of hell. Sabina Mazo, the Colombian sniper, first decapitated Jamie Thornton with a shin to the face that looked straight out of a movie. Then, she did it again to Lindsey Williams. Same setup, same outcome, same stunned silence. Williams dropped like she'd been unplugged from the Matrix. That kick became Mazo's signature. Clean, cold, and cinematic. Every time her leg lifted, fans held their breath because they knew someone was about to get deleted. Dakota Ditcheva, the new queen of destruction. Enter Dakota Ditcheva, Britain's silent storm. A 26-year-old phenom with a 93% finishing rate, undefeated, unbothered, unstoppable. When she fought Chelsea Hackett, she didn't just win, she demolished. A push kick, a right hand, then that signature liver knee. Hackett folded, eyes wide in agony, gasping like someone had stolen the air from her lungs. And then came Taila Santos, the Brazilian powerhouse who nearly dethroned Shevchenko. Dakota smiled, stepped forward, and unleashed a storm of elbows and knees that would make Anderson Silva proud. The referee didn't even hesitate. Fight over. Each fight, each finish, each brutal moment, Dakota isn't just building a career. She's building a legacy of fear. A new generation's apex predator, balancing poise with chaos. Every time Dakota fights, fans don't ask if there'll be a knockout. They ask how bad it'll look. The legacy of chaos. From Holly Holm's high kick that changed the world, to Amanda Nunes' 51-second massacre, to Shevchenko's surgical precision, Zhang's storm, Rose's redemption, and Dakota's rise, each moment proved one truth. Violence is an art form, and women are its most graceful artists. These aren't just knockouts, they're signatures, written in sweat, silence, and impact. So here's the question. Which one burned itself into your memory? Which strike made your jaw drop, your heart race, or your hands clap without realizing it? Drop it in the comments. Hit that like button like a spinning elbow from Molly McCann. And subscribe, because the next Queen of Chaos is already warming up backstage. In the world of women's MMA, there's no such thing as soft power. There's only cold precision, and the echo that follows.